Hi, welcome to Tuesday, 5 p.m. live stream. My name's Bobby. Nice to meet you. If you don't know where we're at on music tonight, it is Epsilon. It looks like that. I linked it in the YouTube description, so if you're on YouTube, it's there. Also on my Patreon, it's in the description there. Of course, you don't have to play it, but that's what I'm going to be listening with my ear. Today's class, we are going to visit Firefly, also known as City Bossana. Be completely honest with you, I have not done it in forever, so who knows if I can still do it anymore. I can. And also every time I teach Firefly, I do know that I tend to teach the same-ish flow. So today is tonight's stab at not doing that. So we're going to try a little bit of an eccentric flow tonight. We will be turning around. So like we'll start facing this way and then turn that way in the flow. If that freaks you out or like you need to like see me, put your camera like on the side, not in front of your mat, and we'll all be okay. Cool. Makes sense. We're going to get started. Child's pose is where, of course, we will start. Your big toes touch, knees wide in the back of your mat. You'll send the hips back to the heels. Reach the arms forward, rest forehead honored towards the mat. And if you're starting that music with me on Epsilon, we're going to start out in 3, 2, and 1. Cool. So as it go and find your child's pose, or start it, find it, all the things. Once the forehead is resting onward towards the mat, go ahead and seal the lips. And close the eyes and take a few moments here just to breathe normally. Inhales, exhales through the nose. Doesn't have to be any specific length or anything at all. But allow that breath or that focus of the breath to turn everything inwards. Feel the rise and the fall of the belly between the thighs or on the thighs. And maybe the chest getting lower or higher depending on what the breath is doing. Notice how the hips feel. Maybe you can widen the knees out a little bit more if that feels okay. Take some time setting an intention for your class if you'd like to do so. And the way the intention of mind will gently start to move. So shift forward at tabletop, hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Right away, start to cat cow. You all know my warm. I'm assuming you all know my warm up. It's pretty much the same thing. So for the first few moments of class, I'll guide you through again that same warm up I pretty much do at all times. Really take it as your time to check in with the body. Notice maybe your hips feel a little sore today. Maybe your right shoulder is sore because you slept on it. Maybe everything feels good. Just kind of taking these moments again to check in. I can't see your practice. I can't see you practicing with me right now. So it's really up to you to dictate how your practice goes. Like I will be your guide. I'll tell you what to do, but it's your responsibility to cater that to yourself. When you're ready, downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips. And take some time, check it out, walk it out. Again, I like to pedal out the arms as well here. Just finding any sort of movement. It doesn't have to be the most perfect down dogs. Of course, we will find many a down dog throughout this class. If you're like me, you're slowly just deciding that you should have tucked your shirt in before you started, and then, yeah, we'll get there. Cool. From the down dog, it's ragdoll. Feet stay where they are to start to walk the hands back. You'll bend the knees, grab opposite elbows, hang out. And allow the head to hang heavy. You might even nod the head no, shake the head yes, see how the neck feels. And if you did that, notice if it caused another sort of sensation in the back. So when I kind of shake my head back, my center, or when I shake the head, the center of my back kind of releases a little bit, and that's what we're going for. We want the muscles on the back to release and find more space as the forearms kind of not reach to the floor, but not actively do anything. Talking. Cool. Release the hands out. And deep bend the knees, roll up the spine piece by piece. Head, neck, last thing that comes up. Once you rise, some shoulder shrugs backwards. And some forwards. You'll take the arms up to the sky, inhale breath. And then forward fold, bend the knees, take the hands all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flatten spine. High plank, plant the hands, walk them all the way forward. Once you're there, lower down as slow or as quick as you'd like to go, down to the belly. You'll flatten the toes, start to press them down. On the inhale breath into cobra as high as you'd like to go. Doesn't have to be high, but it can if you'd like. Exhale, you'll slowly bring it down. Good, 2 more of these. Press the feet, lift the chest, squeeze the thighs as you do. And then chin them out, release. Good, last one. Use the hands or not, lift as high as you'd like. We'll stay here a little bit. Nothing crazy, still keep that butt squeezing to protect your lower back. When you're ready, child's pose, big toes touch, knees widen. and sit all the way back to the heels. Your next inhale, breath, tabletop. Your own exhale to down dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips to sky. Right away on the inhale breath, rise high to the toes, lift your 2 hands. And then exhale, bend the knees, step or walk forward, forward fold. Feet together or hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flatten your back. Exhale, fold, bring it down. Inhale, rise, flat back, arms reach overhead. Forward fold takes you back down to the floor. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, find length at the bottom. Vinyasa, plant the hands, step or hop, your high to low plank, exhale, breath. Your own inhale, upward facing dog. Your own exhale to downward facing dog. Of course, feel free to skip, modify, anything that you need to do. We'll always meet back in downward facing dog. One more like that on the inhale breath, high in the toes, look forward. And then exhale, bend the knees, step or hop, forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold, release. Good. Inhale, rise, flat back, arms overhead. And forward fold, exhale to the floor. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Vinyasa, plant the hands, step or hop, your choice, your route. I will lead you down dog. Good. From the down dog, inhale your right leg up. And then lizard lunge, exhale, step outside the right hand. From there, stay steady or move around. Shift forward, back, side to side. Really focus on the right hip. Tadasana to firefly, which is our peak pose, is a hip opener. It's a hip stretch, hip flexibility pose. So really starting to warm that right hip up. Although we'll do lots of hips today, so don't worry about it. Stay as you are, or add your twist. Lift the right arm up to the sky. The gaze can follow, doesn't have to. Good. Drop the hand inside your leg. Reach your chest forward, inhale, breath. And then move the hips back, straighten the leg. And really keep the hands inside. Really keep that right hip moving back. And this is a relatively similar shape to what Tadasana will be. I mean, yeah, sure, we'll say that. It's far off, but also similar. When you're ready, active squat, left foot steps forward. Bend the knees, lift chest, arms forward when ready. Hands heart center to stand. Good. Take arms high, inhale, breath. Bend knees, hands forward. And plant hands, step your left foot, then right foot back, high plank. And stay there or a full push-up as low as you can. When you're done, you'll drop the knees. Shift back the forearms. Slide to up dog your inhale. When you're ready, down dog, tuck toes, lift the hips. Right away, we'll take that left leg up, inhale, breath. And then lizard lunge, exhale, step outside the hand. Ooh, from there, stay steady, move around, all the things. Someone that you love, someone that you love, someone that you love. Good, stay or add that twist, left arm lifts high. Gaze can follow, doesn't have to. And drop inside the leg. And chest forward, inhale. And then hips back, straighten that leg, exhale. And again, left hip moves back. Keep the hands inside. We want that external rotation of the left leg. An active squat, right foot steps forward. And bend the knees, lift chest, arms when ready. Good. Hands flat, center, standing. Stand. Inhale, arms high. Bend the knees, hands go forward. And plant hands, it's right foot, left foot back, high plank. Stay with that full push-up as low as you can. And then knees to forearms, up dog, your inhale, breath. Whenever you're ready, down dog, tuck toes, lift the hips. Round one. Cool. So we start round one with 3 donkey kicks. What a donkey kick is, you'll keep the arms the same, strong arms. Jump the feet to the sky and try to clap the feet. It looks something like this. That is 1, you're doing 3. On that third one, after the third one, you'll find an active squat, go now. Now, of course, the goal is to find air time between the claps, but land the feet outside the hands. Active squat in 5, 4, 3, 2. Right leg this high, stork pose, right leg. And then funky chair, flex the ankle over the knee, bend the bottom knee, sit low. And don't worry about the rotation of the way you're facing. We're going to change this shortly. Just sit low in that left leg, 5. For 4, 3, 2, stork pose, right leg up. to stay or straighten the right leg, hold it for 5. Good, keep it for 4. And 3. 2, listen close, right foot steps to the back of the mat. You'll turn to face the back, warrior 2. So you'll need to adjust the legs. Right knee is bent, left leg straight and strong. And front heel, right heel about in line with the back heel or arch of that left leg. From there, reverse the triangle, straighten your right leg, high 5 was your front wall, now it's your back. And then triangle pose. Then you'll reach forward, hit to go back. And tick-tock the arms 6 and 12. And both legs straight and strong. Gaze wherever, maybe to that top hand. Listen close. It's twisted lunge. We're going to take the left hand to the floor, lift your back left heel, and then lift the right arm. Once your right arm is lifted, can you start to walk the right leg out to a lizard lunge shape just to keep space. And then we'll call this a crouching lizard. And once just the hands and feet touching the floor, I'm going to start to reach the right arm forward, bend the left elbow from chaturanga, and then try to get as low to the floor as you can, but again, only hands and feet touch the floor. 5. Good, you're here for 4. For 3. 2, press it back up to that lizard twist. Left knee's going to drop below the hip, so it needs to come in a little bit. And then modified side plank, right foot steps back in line with left hand and left foot. From there, stay or flex the right leg. Can you lift it up to the sky? Can you start to pulse that leg to the sky? Really activate your inner hip flexors. We're here for 5. Good, you're here for 4. And for 3. And 2, drop the right hand. Drop the right foot. 3 leg down dog, lift your left leg to the sky, listen close. From here, it's left knee, left elbow, hold. And kick the leg out, and then lower all the way down to the belly. So it's like a tree pose. Your left leg is straight. If it's too much, you can bend that left knee, not like a tree pose at all. It's like a standing open hip. So my left leg is going, you're shooting for a 90-degree angle with the legs. Stay here on the belly. If it's too much, you bend that left knee. If you want more, we prop up to the forearms. Start to press the left hip down as you move the heart towards the thumb. So here for 5. For 9, not 5. For 8. Good, 7. And for 6. And 5. 4. And 3. And 2. Left leg slides back to meet the right. You'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, forearm plank for 10. 9. 8. And 7, just continue walking in dolphin pose. For 5. 4. 3. 2, drop the knees, toes go flat. Arms go up to the sky, inhale breath. And then vinyasa or down dog. You'll plant the hands, hop the feet back through your high to low plank, or just set the legs back, down dog. But again, you should be facing the back of your mat. Cool. So all things considered, we'll do the second side. So same thing, we're starting with 3 donkey kicks, trying to find more air time here. If you can find a handstand hold, even better. 3 donkey kicks. After that third one, it is an active squat. I'll meet you there in 5. In 4. In 3. And 2, your left leg lift, stork pose. And then funky chair, flex the angle over the right knee. Bend the knees as well. You're going to keep that angle flex, protect your left knee. 5. Good, we hold it 4. And for 3. And 2, stork pose, left leg up. And then stay or straighten the left leg, hold it for 5. Good, 4. And 3. And 2, left foot steps towards the front of the mat, and then you turn to the front warrior 2. So again, your left knee bends, right leg straight and strong. Make any adjustments, legs should feel okay here. Reverse triangle, straight left leg, high 5. The ceiling with left hand. Good, triangle pose, inhale, reach forward, hips go back. You might shorten stance if you need to. But again, you're trying to move the tailbone towards your right heel. You're trying to tuck that under your body, if that makes sense. Maybe gaze to the right hand. And twisted lunge, right hand down to the floor. Your right heel will lift. You might lengthen the stance, walk the foot back. And then your left foot's going to walk out to a lizard lunge shape. From there, crouching lizard, only hands and feet touch the floor. Start to reach that left arm forward. Right elbow will bend, hug it close to the body, hover everything off the floor. 5. Good. You also might move that right hand back if it's kind of awkward. 4. And for 3. And 2, back that twist, left arm high. Your right knee drops below the hip, and then left foot steps back in that line, modified side plank. Once you feel stable, lift the left leg, flex the foot, pulse it. For 10. I don't know if that was 9. We'll just do it anyway. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop left hand, left foot. 3-leg down dog. Your right leg goes up to the sky. And then recline tree. It's right knee towards the right elbow. Stay or straighten the leg. And then lower all the way down to your belly. So again, you're trying to press that right hip down. Stay on the belly as 1. Bend the knee if it's too much. Or adding more, we prop up to the forearms. And you're trying also to get that right pinky toe on the floor just for adding kick. We're here for 5. Get 4. And for 3. And 2. You're going to go a little bit longer since we do have some time. And then 4 in plank, right? Like slides back, tuck the toes, lift the hips, hold. And just hold. Breathe, and elbows should be directly into the shoulders. You might move them in if they're too wide. And then from here we go dolphin pose, walk it in. Don't let the shoulders fall down. Can you actively press them away from the floor? We're here for 10. Good, hold it for 9. And keep it the 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Drop the knees. Have a seat. Arms will go up to the sky just to lift the chest. And then vinyasa, plant the hands, hop it back, high to low plank, or just down dog. Go. Round 2. Same thing, actually a little different. Widen the feet out about mat width distance. Turn the toes outwards, walk the hands all the way back to deep squat. So you want stand short enough we can sit between the legs. And then from here, you have 3 crow poses to get to the front. So it's a walking crow pose. I'm going to set my hands forward, find a crow pose, jump into the hands, and then just set the feet where they lift. You'll do this 3 times to get to the top of the mat. That last one, you can hold the crow pose or the deep squat. You're there for 5. Good, we hold it 4. 3, 2, land the feet, active squat, lift the hips halfway. Good, now from here, your challenge is to try to stay low in this right leg. It's a funky chair, actually left leg. It's a funky chair, your right ankle crosses over the left knee, try not to lift. If you need to lift for transitional purposes, by all means. And then from there, can you press the elbow to the shin, maybe armpit to the shin, and you just hold or fold over this right leg 5. For 4, 3, and 2, start close right leg up to stare straight in the right leg 5. For 4, 3, 2, warrior 3, send it back. Don't again worry about where you're facing. Just hold this warrior 3 for 5. Good, 4, 3, 2, right foot steps to the back. It's warrior 2 to the back. Readjust both feet. Bend that right knee. And gaze down right hand. Straight to triangle, just straighten the front leg and hinge. We'll add on this time, your left arm can come around the low back. Grab the waistband or your inner thigh, grab something. And then staying here is perfect. If you want more challenge, leg strong, you reach the right arm forward, change nothing else for 5. Good, hold it 4. And for 3. And 2, bend the knee, reverse the warrior, right arm lifts. And then go slow, it's twisted lunge, your left hand windmills down, or right arm back to the sky. We widen the distance out with that right foot, think lizard lunge. And then crouching lizard, right arm reaches forward. You bend the left elbow again, that hand might move back closer just to keep the elbow in a chaturanga shape. We're here for 5. Only the hands and feet touch the floor. 4. Sit into that right leg for 3. 2, press it up, back to that modified twist. Drop the left knee below the hip, listen close. Option 1 is that modified side plank covered with the right foot lifting. Option 2 is going to be a little painful. We bend this right knee, bring the right knee in towards the chest. Your top hand, I'm facing away from you, so I'll just show you. Your top hand is going to reach down, hook around the knee, and I want you to open that knee to the sky. See that thing that we did laying on the floor, but now we're in a side plank shape. So I'm using my right hand to open the right knee and press my hips forward, hold it for 5. Good, we hold this for 4. And for 3. 2, so extend the right leg back, land the right foot, kick your left leg forward so you have wide legs, and then have a seat. From there, you're folding wide legs between the legs. So walk the hands forward, fold in between your thighs, and you're here. For 10. 9. For 8. And for 7. And for 6. 4. 5. 3. And 2. Walk it back with the chest. This part's fun. Swing your left leg forward to meet the right. Bend the left knee, you might scoot forward. We're taking this all the way up to a stork pose, pistol squat version. So your hands might be next to the hips if you want. You might rock them back and forth a few times. But the goal is your left knee staying close to the body. You will land that left foot, come to stand on that left foot all the way to stork pose. Try to keep your right leg straight and strong. It looks something like this. Shua. And of course, you might use the hands next to the butt, lift it up, you're here for 5. Once you arrive, it's 4. And 3. 2, flying lunge. Can you step that right foot back, airplane wings as you do? And then low lunge, drop the back knee, take it straight into a back bend or skip it 5. Good, hold it 4. And for 3. And 2, hands to the floor. Back knee lifts you, straighten both legs. Maybe roll onto that left heel if you want a little bit more. Good, bend the knee, plant hands, 3 leg down dog, left leg to sky. Then bend the knee, open the hips, stay there, or wild thing. Land the foot to the left, lift the right arm. Left arm, just kidding. Good, 3 leg down dog, take your left leg back up to the sky. And then a true falling star, left knee, right elbow, kick the leg out. You can hover it, you can land it, anything that you want to do here. We're here for 5. Good, 4. For 3. And 2, 3 leg down dog, lift that left leg up. To lizard lunge, step outside your left hand. And then the right foot steps out the hand out to squat. And hips about parallel, arms go forward. We pulse for 10. And for 9. And for 8. And for 7. And for 6. And for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2, hands down, straighten the legs, parallel the feet. And then try to just wrap the arms around the legs as much as you can. Use that to pull. So it's a little awkward. It's not a pose at all. You're just trying to pull as close as you can to the thighs. You might grab the heels. You might wrap our arms around the legs. Really anything that you can do to get your face as far through the shins as you can for 5. Good, 4. 3. 2. Release, I had a hair in my mouth. Plant the hands straight to crow pose or vinyasa. You'll plant the hands, knees to triceps, arm balance, or choose to skip it. If you got it, you're here for 5. We can hold it for 4. And for 3. And 2, vinyasa step or hop. And we'll find that same thing in second side. And find the breath. We're back in 5. In 4. 3. 2, it's a deep squat, so you widen the stance between the feet. Walk the hands all the way back to the feet, have a seat. Don't move quite yet, cool. So we're here. Again, we're going for that 3-point walking crow. The idea now, we've done it once, you kind of adjust an understanding of what you're doing. This time I'd like to have you hop. So, instead of planting the hands, knees to triceps, shifting forward into it. I plant the hands, knees are away from the triceps. I try to jump, squeeze my knees on the triceps as much as I can, find a moment of pause, and I land the feet. You have 3 attempts, and of course that last one, your challenge is to hold that final crow or the final deep squat. You get to choose. You are in that final one, go. For 5. Good, final one for 4. And for 3. 2, land the feet, active squat, you lift the chest, lift the hips. Good, again, the idea is staying as low as you can. It's a funky chair, your left ankle just crosses on that right leg. From there, maybe the elbows to the shin. Going deeper, maybe armpit to the shins. And if you fall, you fall. You're here for 5. Good, sit low in that right leg, 4. 3. 2, stork pose, left leg up. And then stay or straighten the left leg, 5. 4. 3. 2, warrior 3, set it back. Don't worry about the face, the way you're facing. But point the left toes to the floor if you can. 5. 4. 3. 2, land the foot at the back, spin to the back, warrior 2. Left knee bends, right leg straight and strong, adjust anything. Triangle pose, front leg straightens. That's me falling. Front leg straightens, you hinge, towards the foot, not forward. I was falling forward. That would have been fun. Triangle pose. From there, the right hand comes around the low back, grab the waistband or your inner thigh. Stay there, or belly engages first. Then you can lift that left arm forward, palm to the sky, hold it for 5. Good, keep it 4. And for 3, 2, bend the knee, reverse the warrior, take it up. And then twisted lunge. Slowly that right hand to the floor, left arm back to the sky. From there, you're widening that left foot out to a lizard lunge shape. And then crouching lizard, left arm reaches forward. It lands, you bend everything, bend the right elbow, sit low, hover 5. Get it 4, 3, 2, press it up. That modified plank we did. So right knee drops below the hip. Left leg flies back to hover is option 1. Option 2, your left knee in comes towards the chest. Left hand reaches around the pinky toe side edge of the knee, if that makes sense. You hook it, you pull it open. As you do, press hips forward. Imagine doing that split thing that we did on the floor, but in the sky. 5. Oh, legs are not like this. 4, 3, 2, left leg extends back, land the foot. Right leg kicks forward about a 90-degree angle. Land the hips, fall between the legs. So your fold might not be as low as mine, and that's okay. Your fold might be behind, hands behind the hips, pressing forward, and that's okay. Maybe your forearms are down, maybe your belly's down, like, cool for you. We're here for 10. 9. And for 8. For 7. And for 6. And for 5. 4. 3. And 2, slowly bring it up. Your right leg's gonna slide forward, meet the left. Scoot forward, plant the right foot on the floor. So again, you want the right foot about at the front of the mat. From here, hands come next to the hips for support. Again, we rock and roll 3 times. Gain momentum. Find that start pose, but make your left leg as strong as you can. And the closer the right foot lands to you, the easier this will be. Go and ready, go. Think strong. Whoa, ow, cramp. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. 5, 4, 3, 2, it's a flying lunge. Left foot step back, airplane wings as you do. From there, slow lunge, we drop the back knee. Oh, there's the other part of the cramp. And the arms go to the sky. Back bend from there, 5. Good, 4, 3, 2, hands down. Back knee lifts, straighten both legs, right toes to the sky if you can. Good, bend the knee, plant hands, 3 leg down dog, right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hips, stay, or your wild thing. Land the foot, lift those hips. Cramping all over the place. 3 leg down dog, your right leg comes up to the sky. And then a true falling star, right knee, left elbow, kick the leg out. And back heel spins, left arm goes long, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3 leg down dog, right leg lifts. To lizard lunge, right foot steps outside. And then an active squat, left foot steps outside. You lift the chest, lift the hands forward, pulse 10. For 9. For 8. For 7. For 6. Keep with me. 5. 4. 3. And 2, hands down, straighten the legs. Feet should be about shoulder distance. You might shorten the distance. And then again, I just want you to fold. So wrap the hands around the legs, grab the heels. Anything you can do to bring your belly towards the thighs, face towards the shins, inside. You're trying to get in between your legs. 5. Until up to the sky, straighten the legs for 4. Good, here for 3. And 2, release the hands straight to your crow pose. So plant the hands, knees in towards the triceps. They should be close. Hold the shift forward, lift the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, step or hop vinyasa. Cool. Grab some water. So, grab some water, take a break. I'm going to show you what a Tadasana looks like. I'll show you just really quickly, and then we'll do that third round. So, Tadasana. It is a variation off of our last pose. We go for this shape again, except for we're going inside the legs. So both my hands are going to go inside. I like to grab my heels, do whatever feels better for you. From there, you bend the knees. And I'll walk you through this later, I'm just showing you. So just watch.
So I bend the knees. From there, I start to wiggle my shoulders in between the knees as much as I can. I'm using my hands to help do this. When I'm like, yep, that's good enough, I'm squeezing my knees onto my shoulders as much as I can. Plant my hands to the floor, should be about shoulder distance, so right behind the heels. You bend the elbows and sit. From here, basically sitting on my triceps because my arms are so far under my legs. From there, I look forward, start to walk the feet in closer together. Weight moves into the head. Maybe 1 foot lifts, maybe 2 feet lift. You can hook the feet. This is called a shoulder pressure balance. From there to the asana would be releasing the hook of the feet and then slowly trying to straighten the legs. So it's very much this shape, but on the hands. It's gonna suck, but you have 2 attempts to do it. If you're like, that looks awful, then you're just going for a crow pose again. Make sense? Cool. We're gonna start anyway. So, downward facing dog. Round 3 starts a little different. So, all your options apply. Option 1 is donkey kicks. Option 2 is you walk the hands back and then 3 hops to crow. Option 4 is you try to go down dog to crow pose. How it's gonna work, it's not a big hop. It's not a big hop, it is not a big hop. It's more per direction. So if you need to look at me, look. It's an inhale, breath, let rise high, look at the toe, look between, or look forward. I'll keep the gaze straight, bend the knees, and then just trying to take my knees outside the triceps, squeeze. Notice I'm not jumping up, it's more jump forward. If you fly too far forward, fingers are your brakes or your faces. Try it now. I will meet you in crow pose. Go. So again, if you're jumping, inhale high and the toes look forward. Exhale, bend the knees outside the triceps. Try to stick it 5. We find an active squat in 4. 3, 2, and the feet with the chest, active squat. From there, you're trying to stay low. Your right ankle crosses over left leg. Maybe an arm pit into the shins, maybe toe stand, maybe flying pigeon. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to wrap now my hands around the back of the ankle, and again, trying to get low. 5, 4, 3, 2, stork pose, right leg up, stay straighten right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, warrior 3, send it back. Your choice of the arms, maybe interlace behind the back, right thumb on top. 5. Good, squeeze the shoulders behind you if you do. 4, 3, 2, land the foot, face the back, warrior 2. Right knee bends, you readjust. Change this up. Keep the legs, reverse the warrior. And then of course, standing half moon, your right hand reaches forward. Right hand reaches towards the floor. You lift the left leg. The hand can be on the floor, hand can hover. I like to place mine on my shin. You're here for 5. Anything for 4. Good, 3, 2, warrior 2, bend the knee, land that back leg. Keep the knee bent, palm flips reverse. And twisted lunge, left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. That right foot will walk out in a lizard lunge shape. And then we go crouching lizard, right arm reaches forward. You bend the left elbow, bend everything, go low. 5. Only hands if you touch the floor. 4. For 3, 2, press it up, listen close, this one's gonna be fun. Same options, right knee drops to the floor is option 1. Right leg goes back, don't move yet. Right leg goes back, modified plank is 2. You hug that right into the sky is 3, 2. Option 3 is a yogi toe lock. So my right index and middle finger would grab the right big toe. I'll lift that foot in towards the crotch first, then straighten it forward, then try to take it up. Mine doesn't go very high, but you're trying to do a middle split in the sky. 5. This hurts. 4. I hate this pose. 3, 2, right foot at the front of the mat. Your left leg kicks forward. Wide legs, maybe a little wider this time. You fold down the center. Use the hands, use the knot, you're here for 10. For 9. And for 8. And try to move the hearts forward for 7. Good, 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, walk it up. And face the front, scoot to the front, left knee will bend. So again, that flying pigeon, high flying pigeon. Pistol squat. Your challenge, of course, is not to use the hands. Do whatever you need to do to find a stork pose with that right leg lifted. Go when you're ready. We're there for 5. Stork pose for 4. 3. 2, flying lunge, land the foot, land the arms, airplane wings. And then drop the back knee, low lunge with a back bend. 5.
Good. Any back bend. Mine's not big. Yours doesn't have to be. 4, 3, 2. Hands down. Back knee lift. Straighten both legs. Hold. Good. Bend knee, plant hands. 3 leg down dog, left leg up. Bend knee, open hips, stay, or wild thing, flip it over. Three leg down dog, left leg high. To falling star, side crow if you want it, left knee, right elbow. If you're not taking it, you might just try to hover the leg. It's harder. 5, 4, 3, 2. 3 leg down dog, take it up. Into lizard lunge, step outside. And then a deep squat. Right foot steps forward, readjust the stance, sit low. This is your break. So again, Titibasana. You want the feet about shoulder width distance. If you have big shoulders, maybe a little wider. But again, we're planning the hand shoulder distance. So I like to set my feet that way so my hands can go directly behind my feet. When you're ready, straighten the legs. If you're going crow pose, go crow pose. Straighten the legs. Both hands reach inside the legs. Grab the heels or whatever you need to grab. Keep the knees bent. Start to work your shoulders in between the knees, in between the thighs, as much as you can. You're trying to get your entire body in your crotch for better reasons. Cool. Once you're there, squeeze the thighs as strong as you can. Plant hands on the floor, shoulder distance. Again, mine are right behind the heels. You bend the knees to sit on the triceps. From there, you might just stay. It's an awkward shape. You might be here. Notice the weight in the hands. Can you start to put more weight in the hands than the feet? Maybe start to lift the toes. Arm pressure balance. Maybe walk the feet in and try to hook them. You stay there. If you've got Titibasana, you look forward. Chest moves forward as you try to straighten the legs to your degree. You're there for 5. Wherever you are, 4, 3, 2. Land the feet, straighten the legs, vinyasa. Plant the hands, step up. Cool. So Titibasana is a pose that does require like a lot of flexibility. Your legs might not be anywhere close to being straight, and that's okay. Eventually, they're super straight. But like, is it the end of the world if they're not? No, you're just in more pain. Last time. Your choice to get to the top, it's a 3 donkey kicks, 3 crows, or that jump to crow attempt. If you didn't get it, doesn't mean you're not going to get it the second time. Don't overthink it. It's not a big jump. You're jumping from point A to point B, not for height. When you're ready, go. I'll meet you crow pose. I'll meet you in active squat. We'll meet in that active squat in 5. Active squat in 4. In 3. 2. Land the feet, lift the chest. And try to stay low. It's funky chair, left ankle over that right knee. Maybe elbows shin. Maybe armpit shin. Maybe hands around the back of the heel. Or just to the floor. 5. Sit low in that right leg. 4. 3. 2, stork pose, left leg up. Stare straight in the left leg. 5. Whoa. 4, 3, 2. Warrior 3, send it back. Maybe interlace behind the back, the left thumb on top. 5. Again, if you do, squeeze shoulders behind you. 4, 3, 2. Land the toes, face the back, warrior 2. Keep the legs reversal, warrior. And spin it, moon, reach forward, forward, forward. You know what to do here. I talk through it every single time. You know what you're doing. And maybe that hand lifts just for a moment. Maybe you try. Maybe you try it and you're like, that's awful. I don't want to do it. And that's okay too. 5, 4, 3, 2. Warrior 2. Bend the knee. Land your back leg. From there, keep the legs front palm flips reverse. And then twisted lunge, right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. You will widen the distance out that left leg. And then relax, crouching lizard, left hand reaches forward, right elbow bends. You go low, hover low. 5, 4, 3, 2, press it up. Here's that fun, awful, modified side plank. So right knee drops below. Left foot to step back, left hand grabs the left knee, or left yogi toe block. You straighten the leg and try to press it. Oh my God, I'm gonna take this. 5. It's the worst. 4, 3, 2. Left foot steps to the front. Right leg kicks forward. You drop the hips. You fold. So ideally, what that looks like is your left knee on the floor, your top leg is going straight to the sky. I do not have the hip flexibility to do that. Inner hips are where I struggle. So that is purely inner groin. If you can do middle splits, you should be able to do it. But for most of us common folk, and especially us gentlemen, middle splits are something of a struggle. We just struggle in that department. Not to say I couldn't ever do it if I wanted to, but it would require a lot more pain than I'm willing to put the effort in, to just be honest with you. I used to want to do middle splits a lot, and then I just threw that dream away real quick. Cool, let's finish off. So we'll come back up, spin to the front, right knee will bend, your right foot plants forward. I'm gonna scoot forward. Again, pistol squat to stork. You can use the hands next to the hips or not. You have not three anything. You can do 3 rocks, but just find that stork pose in 5. Stork pose in 4. In 3. And 2, flying lunge, left foot steps back, airplane wings. And then low lunge, drop the back knee, lift the arms overhead, back bend 5. For 4. And 3. And 2, hands to the floor. And back knee lift, straighten both legs, pause. Three leg down dog, right leg goes up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, hold, or wild thing. You land that foot, lift the right leg up. Three leg down dog, lift your right leg. And then falling star or side crow, right knee, left elbow, kick it out, your choice from there. 5. For 4. And 3. And 2, three leg down dog, inhale. To lizard lunge, step outside the hand, exhale. And then active squat, left foot steps forward. You sit it low. Cool. This is your pause. Now, if you were not successful in Tadasana the first time, does not mean you'll be unsuccessful the second. If you were successful, your challenge is going from Tadasana to crow pose. How you do that, I'm going to talk about it first. So, imagine I'm in the Tadasana, my hips are high, my legs are forward. In order to take it to crow pose, my gaze is going to drop, my hips are going to try to lift up, and I'm going to try to shoot my feet to the side, bend the knees. It would look something like this. If you want to look, now is your chance. So I'm in the Tadasana. I gaze down, I lift the hips, kind of maybe bend the knees you can, but you're trying to just slide the knees back and find your crow pose. Hope that made sense. It's awful to do, it's really hard. So of course we'll try it together. So from the deep squat, feet are about shoulder distance, maybe wider. Straighten the legs, fold. From there, both hands go inside your legs. I like to grab my ankles, you grab whatever you like. Knees bent. Start to work the shoulders in between your legs, going back and forth between the two, get as close as you can. Once you're good, squeeze the thighs onto the shoulders, plant the hands to the floor, shoulder distance, or be behind the feet. Bend the knees, sit on your triceps. Take the gaze forward. Start to walk the feet together. You might just stay on fingertips or toes. You might lift the feet. You might go Tadasana, straighten the legs. You might hit that crow pose. Wherever you are, we will vinyasa whenever you're ready. Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm not gonna do the crow pose again. I did it once, really fine. Vinyasa. We're meeting down dog in 5. If you think we're done, we're not. 4. Down dog in 3. 2. Good. Extra credit, shift forward to a high plank. We'll do 10 of these, so 5 and 5. You drop the right forearm down. Left forearm down. Right hand. Left hand, that's 1. You go right forearm. Left. Right hand. Left, that's 2. Right forearm. Left. Right hand. Left. Right forearm. Left forearm. Right hand. Left hand. Last one is right, left, right, left. 5 more, switching sides. We go left forearm, right forearm, left hand, right hand. That's 1. Left forearm, right forearm, left hand, right hand. Left forearm, right forearm, left hand, right hand. 2 more. Left forearm, right forearm, left hand, right hand. Last one, we go left, right, left, right. Hold it just for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down dog. Into the half pigeon. I think the song was over, right? Yeah. Oh, it wasn't over, but it's fine. So the song was not over. Have a seat. Grab some water. We're gonna switch this up. So you're in energy. It's not over. I thought it was. We've had that conversation already. So go ahead and skip energy and go to songs about you. Once you find that, it's half pigeon. Right knee towards the right wrist, ankle towards the left. Hips as even as you can. Hands, forearms to the floor. You do you. Boo boo. I also just want to say that while we're here, so that weird side plank hip over thing that we did that I complained about, I would also like to say that's the first time I've ever taught it. And not because it's new, but because my body can't do it. So if you thought it was awful and you're like, oh, this is so cool, it's so new. I don't like to teach things I can't do. It's just a weird teacher thing. So that is one of them. But again, we were trying to take a stab at a different approach to Tadibasana. That's where we found that in. Will it come back? If you want to see it, comment it. But I hate it, so maybe not. But if you want it, if you're requesting it, I will do that for you. But if it's up to me, never again. No, I'll do it again at some point when I can do a good old splits. AKA never. Find a variation if you need one. Twist or back bend. And then as we do, switch sides. Back to down dog to do so, or not the down dog. You choose. We just switch into the half pigeon on your second side. Ugh. Half pigeon, second side if you're not there. Find your variation if you would like one. And then as you're ready, it's downward facing dog. Bend the hands, step it back, last down dog of the night. Take time, shake it out, walk it out. And then when you're ready, we drop the knees to floor, tabletop. From there, we'll thread the needle. Your right arm's going to go out wide, inhale, breath. And then exhale, take it underneath the left. So we're trying to bring that shoulder all the way down to the floor, about the area above the ear, so not the whole ear. Left knee can stay where it is. Option 2, left arm goes forward, and you just try to melt that left shoulder down to the floor. Now that's option 2. Option 3 is not deeper in my opinion. Option 3 is just different. So for me, this one, it gets me a bigger shoulder stretch because I'm melting my left shoulder down to the floor. I feel a stretch on my right side. Third option is taking your left hand around the low back, going from your inner thigh, reaching to find it. Now for me, again, I don't get a shoulder stretch here because now my shoulder is lifting and opening the chest. I get a little bit of a shoulder stretch on my left side and not too much on my right. So personal preference, I'm moving my left hand back to the floor and melting that shoulder back down. You do whatever feels best. If you want the balance and you know it, by all means go for that. Your threading needle variation, whatever you prefer. We're here for 5. For 4. 3. 2, left hand under the shoulder, press yourself up to tabletop. And then switch sides. Left arm goes out. Left arm threads through, shoulder down to the floor. The very area above the right ear. Right hand stays as option 1. Right hand reaches forward as you melt that shoulder down to the floor, option 2. Option 3, right arm goes around the low back. You're reaching for the waistband or inner thigh. And I'm not taking that choice. I don't prefer that choice. I prefer this one, so I'm going to stay, but giving you the option if it's there. If you want the balance, you know what that is, go for it. Good. Right hand under the shoulder, press yourself back up. Do a little bit of moving here, so cat and cow, shift side to side. I'm going to check if my AirPod popped out of my ear because it did, and I want to make sure the sound's still working. Cool. From there, it's melting heart, so the hips are going to stay where they are. Just start to walk with the hands forward. Option 1, your forehead rests on the mat. Option 2 is your chin. Option 3 is your chest. We haven't done too many back bends today, not a lot of shoulders, so this will probably suck. Especially since Titty Boston is the rounding shape, which is the opposite of what we're here. It's really going to suck. So we're going to be here a little bit longer. If this sucks too much, if it's too much, you can't do it, I will invite you to try to stay for 1 or 2 breaths. If you're near your edge, you're like, oh my God, I can't possibly sit here any longer. Try to stay 1 or 2 more breaths. That's where the magic happens. When you want to leave the pose, that is the area where we make the most progress. But mind your body. If it's like, oh my God, leave, then by all means leave. If it's too much, child pose in your next choice. If you want more, you might try to tent the fingertips, lift the forearms, your choice. We're here for 10. For 9. For 8. 7. 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2, slowly down to the belly. You can slide forward down. Anything that you want to do. Oh, just a moment to reset. From there, we're going to flip right over, line your back. You can face the way that you want to face. As in, I do not care which way you're facing. Just roll around, fly on your back. Once you're on your back, bend the knees, bring them into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees, a gentle squeeze, light sway. Good, and then when you're moving pose, we'll hold the right leg in. Send your left leg forward, hold there. Hug the right knee out to the shoulder, in towards the rib cage. Try to find that thigh to rib cage contact. And supine twist, right arm reaches out. Use the left hand to guide the knee over as far as you can. It doesn't need to go very far. That's the thing. A lot of us are trying to take this right knee all the way to the floor. Possible, but probably not comfortable for most people. So bring the right knee just as far to the left as you can to maintain some sort of comfort. If this is too much, another variation you can do, it's kind of awkward in my opinion, you can untwist, bend your right knee so the foot is kind of on your thigh or near your knee, and then twist that way. The foot is going to stop your knee from going too far into the twist and give it something to kind of rest on. And so lean into back center. Both knees to chest. I like to lift the hips up, reset them back down just to kind of align the spine better. Hug both knees in chest. Keep the left leg in. Send your right leg forward. Same thing. We'll interlace your hands around the knee. Hug it out the shoulder in towards the rib cage. And then when you're ready, we take the twist. Left arm extends. Use the right hand to guide it over. If you took the other variation, your left foot will kind of find the thigh or the knee first, and then you guide it over. So lifting the knee back center. Lift the hips up, press them back down if you need to. Bring the knees into the chest. This time, send the legs straight to the sky. Grab the straight leg pull to the chest. So we've done lots of hamstrings today. We've done a lot in our hips. So cloud pose might be too much. Happy baby might be too much. That's typically where I go at the end of class. But again, we've done so many yet. So maybe no happy baby today. But these are your last few final moments of class. Do whatever you need to do here. So anything that's going to make your low back feel good. That's why I'm in the kind of cloud pose shape to stretch that out. You might do the happy baby. You might do a bridge, wheel, waterfall, anything that you want to do. Whenever you're ready, it's that final shavasana. You can roll down. Bring the feet to the floor as half shavasana, so knees would stay bent. Knees fall in towards each other. For the full shavasana, you straighten the legs out and allow the arms to rest along the sides. If you're still working, still work. Do anything that you need to do here to end your practice. Now is your time. Now, if you're listening with me on Spotify, the song is just starting. I'll encourage you to try to stay here through its entirety. But of course, stay as little or as long as you'd like. As always, my name is Bobby. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out. With that being said, I was going to say once again, my name is Bobby, but I guess I could just say it again. Once again, my name is Bobby. Namaste.